So hi all, I'm S. Gokulan from MCA department of KGISL Institute of Information Management. So my topic is about distributed database management system. So let's get into the agenda first. First, we gonna see why we need a distributed database management system. Then, what actually a distributed database is. Then we gonna see about its types. Then how it will store its data in a distributed manner. Then finally, we gonna see its applications. So let me explain why we need a distributed database. So let's say the provider database bandwidth service, which is a centralized database service, is limited, and many users courier data from that database at a same time. Then the single database server will get slow, and response for the user may also slows down. So here we can use distributed database. Then the data is located in a different location. Means if a database server crashes at a particular location, then the same data can be utilized in a different database server where it is located at different locations. So then expansion of database, which means in a distributed environment, expansion of the database system in terms of adding more data or increasing database sizes is much more easier. Then, what actually a distributor database? Database is basically a database that is not limited to just one particular system. It is spread over different sites. That is on multiple computers over a network of computers. And this database system is located on various sites that don't share physical components, but they are all mutually synced together. And with this database, the data can be accessed by various global users. So here you see the image for distributed database. So let's see its types. Actually, a distributed database is of two types. One is homogeneous, then another is heterogeneous. Let me explain about what is a homogeneous distributed database. So, in a homogeneous database, all different sites store database in an identical manner, which means the operating system for the database management and the data structures used in the database for all sites are same, and they are easy to manage in a homogeneous distributed database. Then, in a heterogeneous distributed database, different sites can use different schemas and softwares. And this can also lead to problems in query processing and transaction. And also, a particular site might be completely unaware of other sites, means may not be synced properly, and different computers may use a different operating system and different database application here. Then they may even use different data models for the database. So translations are required for different sites to communicate with each other. So let's see how data is stored in a distributed database. So here there is a two ways to store data. One is replication and another one is fragmentation. In replication, as the name itself suggests, that the system stores copies of data at different sites. So the advantage of data replication is that it increases availability of data on different sites as the data is available at different sites. So queries can be processed parallelly here. And data replication has some disadvantages also. like data needs to be constantly updated and synchronized with other sites, means syncing in together to communicate with each other properly. And if any site fails to achieve it, then it will lead to inconsistency in the database. And advantage of this storage is availability of data is highly benefited from replications. So next type is fragmentation. In fragmentation, the relations are fragmented, which means they are split into smaller parts, and each of these fragments is stored on a different site. Like it is stored where the particular location is required. So from that particular location only we can access the data. uh, then in this the data is not replicated, so no copies are created, and also yeah, consistency of data is highly benefited from this fragmentation method. So let's see the application of this database. Uh, Distributed database can be used in corporate management information systems. Then it can be used in multimedia applications, and also it can be used in military control systems and hotel chains. Then which means yeah, hotel franchise is distributed all over the world. So a single database is not quite proper to communicate with all over the globe. So a distributed database can be used for this hotel chains. Then it is also used for manufacturing control system, such like process. So uh, thank you for your patience.